Man, we got a real special guest today. Man, he's known for doing shit moving. He goes by the name of Yogii. Known for food. Got that fire food. Tastes so good, make you want to slap your mama on everything.
Or the whole family.
Yeah, man. What's good, brody?
What's up, brother? How you doing?
Good. Man, so for the people who don't know who you are, where you from?
I'm from East Oakland, California.
Okay.
Pretty much I'm from the 80s. I'm from 82nd and Rudsdale. It's a part in Oakland, for those who don't know. Other than that, Oakland, yup. We're gonna leave it at Oakland.
Okay. So yeah, so you Mexican, obviously.
Definitely.
I ain't gotta say that. So what part of Mexico is your family from?
My mom's from Tepic, Nayarit, and my dad's from Copala, Guerrero. My dad's actually in Mexico right now. My mom's out here. She's out here staying in the Bay.
Okay. So when they migrate over here?
To be honest with you, I don't know. I never really questioned them about it. I never asked them like far deep into detail on when they came out here, what they decided to come out here for. I just know that we out here now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the whole family, or
yeah, we're all out here. So my dad's part of the family. They still out there. My mom's part of the family is in LA, and then we're out here pretty much, which is like my siblings, my brothers, sisters, my mom.
Okay. So you got 3 total in the family?
Total siblings? All of us is 7. 7 total.
7?
Yeah, 7.
So where are you at in there?
So I'm 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm the 5th one.
8, 9?
Right in the middle. But black sheep.
Black sheep. I was about to say that. So how was that like? How was your household living with 7 siblings and parents that migrated to the U.S.?
To be honest with you, from what I remember, we lived in, where was it? We lived in 82nd, we moved to Sobrani. We was always moving back and forth places. So it was always different places where we would live at. So we never had like a stable place where we would stay. But as being me in the order of the brothers and sisters, I really don't remember much. Growing up, I don't remember much. I just remember going, well, obviously when I pretty much started bullshitting and fucking around is pretty much when I remember, which was going to jail back and forth, being in trouble, getting expelled, getting kicked out of school, stuff like that. I never really remembered as like, oh yeah, we was bugging to live with each other or arguing about who sleeps where type stuff. Like it was never something like that I could remember actually.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So before we jump into other stuff, I know that everybody has kind of like a different like thought about Oakland, like, oh, I grew up over here, it was like this, like that, What is the difference between like the deep, the east, the west, you know what I mean? All that.
So the West Oakland is more on the other side of the lake, Lake Merritt. So it's more on the other side. East Oakland is pretty much from the lake to like, I would say it's really the 70s. The 70s, and then the deep is from the 70s forward to the hundreds. So it stops at the hundreds.
So everything starts at the lake? Motherfuckers will be on this side of the lake and be like, oh yeah, it's my side of the lake, I'm from the west.
So we don't have sides of the lake. The lake is just the lake. The lake is pretty much where all the pretty much gentrifiers and us hood niggas, we start going out there and start partying out there. So we start making it like a little kicking spot. It really started with Africanos. Yeah. They started going out there, we started kicking it out there, just parking our cars, showing off our cars, just chilling, barbecuing. They start doing something like that. But really West Oakland is its own little city. You got West Oakland, and West Oakland is separated in different areas. So you got Dogtown, you got Third World, you got fucking Acorn, you got Ghost Town. So it's hella different areas in West Oakland, you know what I mean? But like I said, it's its own little city. But it's West Oakland, East Oakland, Deep East Oakland. So the deep is pretty much, I mean, if you can't swim, don't come to the deep.
Oh, damn, good thing I got my life jacket.
That's right. You better have that motherfucker with you or the motherfucker, you feel me?
Hey, nah, real shit though. So what was some adversity you were facing as you were growing up?
A struggle was pretty much having my dad having to go out and steal shit to be able to feed the family. We was raised off food stamps. We was raised off recycling. You know what I mean? My pops used to go out there and get it, go out there and do what he had to do. He got sprung off dope. And he just started doing that. After that, he never became the bad father, you know what I mean? He was still a good dad, but he was never home most of the time. He would be out for a week, come home, feed us, drop off some money, and keep it pushing. So it's kind of difficult to have that relationship with him after he got on drugs, you know what I mean? My dad has been the best dad still to this day. I talked to him out there in Mexico. He never failed. To me as a dad, he never failed. He was gone for a while, but you know what I mean, I was able to manage it. Whatever I did it because of me. I didn't do it because I didn't have a father. I'm not gonna blame my dad or blame my mom for whatever I did, but my dad, he's a good dude, you know what I mean? Yeah, pretty much it though, bro.
So how long was he in your life before he dipped out to Mexico?
The whole time of me growing up, he was there. He was always there for me. He used to have his own business called Leo's Landscaping. So we used to go out there and work with him, help him. And then, like I said, this was before he started doing his thing and start falling off. And then after that, you know what I mean, he fell off, and that was what it was. But like I said, he never failed. To me as a dad, he never failed. He was always there for me. If I needed advice, needed something, I'll holler at him. He would let us know how it was. Of course, we had to figure out on our own whether if he was doing drugs, what was he doing, what was he on, stuff like that. But at the end of the day, it's none of our business growing up, you know what I mean?
So you were old enough to actually see and understand what was going on around you, or were you still young and like kind of blind to it in a sense?
No, I seen it, I noticed it. It was a time where I actually found some stuff and you know what I mean, I was like confused like what it was, I didn't know really. But you know, obviously, you know, if I'm young, I'm out there running the streets, mobbing and doing what I'm doing. I figured it out. It was the Pookie. So I found, look, your mouth got watery when you heard Pookie. Let me find out. But yeah, so I found out what it was and just left it at that. I never confronted him about it, never asked him about it, never wanted to know much more about it because it's kind of like heartbreaking, and then you're like still confused, like it's not true, but it really is, you know what I mean?
How do you manage that, or how did you manage that at that age? Like, you know, how were you able to hold it together and not want to ask so many questions?
So back in the day, they used to call me OG. The reason why is because I was the youngest kid out there doing errands for them. Hey, agarrame una cerveza. Hey, go tell your mom, give me the lighter. Hey, go give me some tortillas. Like, and the OGs are always outside barbecuing or chilling, slapping fucking Los Inquietos and slapping music hella loud. And it was just me like out there just soaking game. So I really just started catching on to everything and just going by it and staying quiet, just watching it. Because when I would say something was the times where I would get kicked out. Like, hey, you talking too much, estás mirando mucho, like, get your ass in the house. So I would just stay quiet and just peep game, and that's how I learned a lot. Also with me and my friends, that's really how I started soaking it. But I ended up just running with it and staying quiet because it's like, it was times where I wanted to be nosy and just be there. And if I said something, I knew I was gonna have to go in the house or I would have to go play with the kids and shit like that, but pretty much.
So what was some kind of hobbies that you had like growing up? Did you have any hobbies, or were you just always outside thugging and all
hobbies? That? I would say I used to tag a lot. We used to do graffiti, me and my brothers. But other than that, we used to ride bikes. We used to ride a lot of bikes. We used to steal bikes from the bar, steal bikes from San Leandro, fucking over the gates and shit, you know what I mean? We'll just ride bikes, fix them up, you know what I mean? That's probably by the time scraper bikes started, we started doing all of that.
Now, what's a scraper bike for people who don't know?
Scraper bike is pretty much a bike that you build on your own. If not build on your own, you pretty much just add like fucking pimp it out. You just pimp it out, you put little rims on it, aluminum foil. That's how we used to do it when we first started. And then we upgraded because the aluminum foil, when it was windy days or you riding too hard, the aluminum foil will fly off. So we like, you know what, fuck that. So we start adding the tape. We start adding tape to it, and you know they got the colorful duct tape now. So we'll add colorful duct tape, and that's pretty much what a scraper bike is. A scraper bike it's a scraper to us. It's like a little wooty, a little G-Rod, you know what I mean, that you build or that you pimp out, you spray, paint it, fix it, whatever.
So is it just a normal bike that's pimped out on two wheels, or is it the three-wheeler?
The three-wheeler was when you was like super clean. Three-wheelers, most of the three-wheelers were super clean, and you would put music on.
That's how you know a motherfucker doing it. Like,
That's, yeah. So
that's
that's upgrade. So you know, it's like driving a little Toyota Camry versus driving a BMW 750i or whatever, 745, whatever.
Yeah.
Really, a scrapper bike is, you know what I mean, something you build, something you create, something you spend your time on. You fix it.
Yeah.
You fix it. Add your own different brakes. Add fucking, make it higher, donk it out. That's a whole nother story.
Yeah. Donk it out.
Donk it out.
Donk it out.
Donk it out is pretty much adding metal to metal. So you add forks to it, because you know you got the forks in the front, so you add another pair so it'll just be higher. So now you're riding 26s, you upgrading it. That's called a donk. A donk is adding a longer seat, fucking beach cruiser steering wheel on it, all kinds of shit. It's a whole nother ball game in the bike.
Parts from here and there.
Yeah. That I ain't gonna lie, that's dope. Those were the best days till we ended up finding out about them Stolos.
So, what was it that your parents expected from you? Like being the middle child and all that.
Being the middle child, to be honest with you, they never really told me what they expected. But one thing for sure, two things for certain. They wanted me in school. They wanted me to listen to them, to clean up after myself, pick up after myself, and also look out for my brothers, as well as they looked out for me and my sisters looked out for me, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
My oldest sister was there for me. She was there throughout the whole time. But it got to a point where one day she said, I will never forget this. I'm still mad at her. If she's watching this, I'm mad still. She came and told me that she was going to the store, what I wanted. So I told her I wanted some bubble gum, and a popsicle. She was like, all right, I'll be back. She never came back. She moved out of state. So I'm pretty much still mad at that, you know what I mean? Because I love her. That's my sister, regardless. But pretty much, all she wanted me to do is just pay attention, listen, stay out of trouble. I tried, so like I said, I started fucking up. And then I started fucking up, and then I had to get it together. Yeah. So finally now I feel like I got it together. It's been a year and 2-3 months since I've been home. I just came home from doing a year. But I'm learning as I go. It's still not easy for me. It's difficult, but you gotta keep moving on in life.
Hell yeah, no doubt. So you in contact with your sister now? Or
Yeah. I got her on Snapchat, Instagram. You know what I mean? I call her whenever I just want to call her. It'll be rare. I'll probably call her once every 6 months, or probably won't call her at all.
Yeah. What was some consejos that stick with you to this day from your parents or, your sister?
From my parents?
What's consejos in English?
Consejos, advice.
Advice, yeah.
Advice. So some advice that my parents gave me, in Spanish, like you said, it was, no hagas lo que no quieres que te hagan a ti. And that's one thing that stuck with me, And in English, that's don't do something you don't want others to do to you. Like they say, karma. People believe in karma, some people don't. But in all reality, if it's down to happen, it's down to happen.
Yeah.
Whether you did wrong or did good. Because for all the good you do, you still got bad that comes to you. Look at the pastors, Pastors are regular humans. They just go and preach and talk about God and praise the Lord, right? But bad stuff still happens to them. They still get their car broken into. They still you never know what happens. Bad stuff regardless.
Yeah. So how were you able to cope with everything that was like around you? Seems like everything was going crazy and shit.
To be honest with you, my brother Wood, that's my right hand, you know what I mean? That's my brother. He's been through it all with me.
Is he older than you? Or
yeah, he's 1 year older than me. 2 years, a year and a half, whatever. But he's the one, me and him was just always like the badasses. Like wherever I go, he'll go. Wherever he go, I'll go. Like I would always want to stick with him. Yeah. We'll stick with each other. We'll just rock it. We'll rock it out together. Till eventually we start separate ways and we got older. He got his own little friend base. I got my own friend base. Like now we got different friends. But we'll come around and it's like we're all friends because it's like, that's my brother. I'm gonna respect him as my brother. I'm gonna have my niggas respect him because he's my brother,
So what'd you do growing up? Like, and this comes with like the question I was asking about hobbies. Like, did you, besides like trapping and all that shit, getting in trouble, was there rap along the way? Was there, cleaning cars, cutting grass? Like, what was it that you did? What was a hustle that you did and stuff like that?
A hustle? I've always hustled, bro. That's one thing about me. I've always hustled. Like I said, we started off with my dad. We started doing landscaping. So we went from doing landscaping to selling at the flea market, recycling, selling stolen bikes. We used to go Connie. You know what Connie is?
Nah, what is that?
Connie is pretty much when you go and sell somebody a dream. Like, I tell you, like, oh yeah, my soccer team needs some money donations, and could you help us out? And then you're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna help you guys, I'm gonna sign up. So then you send me money, you write me a check or whatever to my name or whatever. And then after that, I got into some other shit, and then selling cars, selling music, verses, selling everything you could come across, really. But this is now growing up. And what we will spend our money on, you would be surprised, bro. Buying bikes, going to the store and acting like we balling, and take all our friends with us, and everybody grabs snacks, and you know, that's what we used to do. I was really never into designer. I was really never into flashy stuff, so I never cared about it. I was just black tees and white tees and just doing me pretty much, you know what I mean?
Man, so you said something about rapping, bro. So you rap to this day, or
yeah, I still rap.
When you start rapping?
I started rapping maybe when I was like 16, I would say. I started rapping. Now I'm still rapping. I just started taking it serious again. I stopped for a while. So finally I'm rapping again. I'm trying to stay consistent with it. I just wrote another song, and I'm trying to put it out, but as of when I started rapping again, I don't want to drop no music without a music video. So I want the music video to drop, and then we'll just drop the audio on YouTube or SoundCloud and everything else. You know what I mean? But yeah, I'm gonna start doing my music thing again. And for those who don't know, on YouTube, if you search up Yogii 80Z, that's my YouTube channel. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe. Y'all make sure y'all like, comment. Check it out. I got different videos on there, but a lot of music will be posted on there also.
Gas himself, but it's all good though. Nah, so do you remember your I know you probably have grown from when you first started to now, you feel me? And you know, everybody, I don't care what anybody says, when they first start rapping, motherfuckers doing garbage. They sound boots. Garbage. Do you remember what your first rap was?
My first song?
Yeah.
Yeah, Good Times.
Good Times?
Good Times. The song is called Good Times on YouTube right now. That was my first song, my first music video, my first everything. And I actually had probably like 40 of us deep. It was like 40 deep in that music video. This was back in the day when I was wearing black hoodies, black beanies, little black caps,
shirt down your knees.
Well, you better believe it. Them tall tees, you know what I mean? But yeah, so that's my first song I ever came out with. And after that, it was just features with my brother. A lot of songs with just me. I tried doing like a little love song. I did another love song. Then after that, I started seeing people was digging it. People was fucking with me. Yeah. So then after that, I just started doing music a lot more. And this was when I was consistent. This was like dropping a song, probably like 2 songs a week damn near. You know what I mean? Or dropping a verse with somebody.
Yeah.
That's when that was that. But so now I'm just doing music on my own. I'm trying to put other people on with me. You know what I mean? So I'm trying to reach out to other people. Whether if I gotta pay or not, I feel like it's gonna be beneficial for me in the long run, because not just every free verse is gonna be the best verse. Sometimes you gotta pay for quality, and that's what I was willing to do. That's the risk I took, so that's why I started buying verses now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no doubt. Did you ever feel discouraged at any time? Like, damn, this shit ain't really popping off how I want to pop off, or this person might have said it, I ain't feeling it, or
to be honest with you, even to this day now, that's how you feel. That's just the way it is. It's like with anything else. It's either gonna blow up or it's not gonna happen for you. It's either gonna be something or nothing. Yeah. But at the end of the day, you can't take that to heart. You can't just be like, oh fuck, I'm not gonna make it out because this song's not pushing how I want it to. Nah, you just gotta keep going. Even if you don't see no progress, keep going, because someone's out there watching. Yeah. Whether if it's 3 views, 2 views, 5 views, 30 views, someone's out there always watching. Someone always wants to see what you got coming. It might not be the best audience you have out there, but it's an audience that you never had, you know what I mean? You don't always have 30 people want to watch just you making a music video, singing, rapping, whatever it is that you do, you know what I mean? Yeah. It's just something you just got to keep pushing forward through.